Can you believe that it is because of Mr. Gajendra Sharma, who is a spectacle shop owner in Agra? It's because of him that I am making a YouTube video today. It is because of him that there is a chance that I might get a cashback from the government, and maybe few of you might also get a cashback from the government. But the only question in your mind is, how is it possible? Asa kasa kai? Hi guys, CA Rachna Ranade here, and I welcome you all to another interesting video which is on moratorium concept. We are going to talk about that pretty much in detail. Before that, I would like to tell you that I'm going to have a separate webinar on basics of technical analysis. You can just check out the details, and it's only for those who are beginners in this subject, want to learn more about technical analysis right from the scratch. So if you're interested, don't forget to enroll for this one, right? Okay, so moving on with our subject. Let us understand what is moratorium. I'll first read out the important points for you. A moratorium is a temporary suspension of activities in response to temporary financial hardships. Okay. Now, why could there be a temporary suspension of activities? Let's understand. Let's say there is an earthquake, or let's say there is a drought. There is some outbreak of a disease like corona, because of which normal life gets disrupted. Okay, whenever normal life gets disrupted, there might be a possibility that you might have to face financial hardships. Okay, so for a temporary period only, a moratorium is levied. When is it withdrawn? Obviously, it will be withdrawn when things get back to normalcy. Okay, if you have understood the main meaning of moratorium, we are now going to understand how was it applied during this coronavirus pandemic. I'm sure everyone knows that on 23rd March 2020, when our Prime Minister said, "Mitron, अब हमें इसकी सख्त ज़रूरत है," and that is when our Prime Minister announced the lockdown. After announcement of the lockdown, everyone knows that on 27th of March 2020, a moratorium period was announced for a period of 3 months, which got extended to another 3 months. Now, many people really get confused whenever I use the word moratorium. Now, what happened? Understand. As I mentioned, there was a coronavirus outbreak, because of which there were certain financial hardships. And that's why the government said that, okay, don't worry. If you are facing hardships while repaying your EMI, we will try to ease it out. Okay, but how did they place it? Understand this. I'm sure everyone knows that EMI has two different components. One is principal, one is interest. Okay, now out of this, the principal component, moratorium was allowed for this. Means what? It is okay that if you don't pay the principal portion for this 6 months period, it's okay. That will not be treated as a default. Okay, but this interest portion was required to be paid, and many people did not read this circular carefully. Many people did not read this entire news carefully. They thought that entire EMI has been waived off for 6 months. Okay, so I need to clarify this at the beginning itself. Principal definitely qualified for moratorium, no need to repay, but interest was to be paid. Okay, so I'll quickly tell you how moratorium worked. RBI gave an option to the bank that banks, you can choose how you want to convey this to your customers. So I'll give you a simple example. Let's say there is a bank A and a bank B. Bank A tells to its customers that, okay, customers, for you, the default option is that we want moratorium. Okay, we are opting in for moratorium. That is the default option. For bank B, it might be like default option is we don't want moratorium. We are opting out for moratorium. Okay, so this is the default which is given by bank A and bank B respectively. If you don't want this, or you want to go in an opposite position, then you will have to make an application to the bank that, okay, we are wanting to take the other route. We don't want to choose for the default option. That's how the customers will have to convey it to the bank. So let's understand how this moratorium case can have an impact on people who are paying their EMIs right now. Okay, before I take this example, let me give a basic disclaimer. I am not a banking expert. I have never ever worked with any bank. I don't claim myself to have all the knowledge in the banking sector. So my team, we tried to read through the RBI notification, and this is what we interpreted out of it. If any of my viewer is a banking expert, and if you feel that maybe the interpretation could have been better, could have been in XYZ other manner, please let me know in the comment section. I'll be happy to improve my knowledge, right? So let's go to the example. We are taking this example that the loan amount is 50 lakhs, tenure is 10 years. 8.5 is the rate of interest, and EMI, which is used by a normal EMI formula in Excel, the EMI comes out to 61,992.84. Okay, so now how will the normal working be? Okay, so right now what you have to do is you have to focus only on this part. Okay, so let's understand what happens. So let's go to the example where balance at the beginning is 50 lakh rupees. Okay, now what majority of the people felt is that EMI is 0. Okay, but actually EMI was not 0. Moratorium was not on the entire amount. I told you in the beginning of the video. It was only for the principal amount. Okay, this interest amount actually had to be paid, but those who misinterpreted it did not pay it. So for them what happened was that the balance at the end of the period, that is balance at the end of month 1, was balance at the beginning plus interest. So now the total amount which was outstanding became 50,35,417. Okay, now this becomes the balance at the beginning of month 2. Again same thing, interest is still levied, it was to be paid but was not paid. So now what happens, again balance at the end of period 2 becomes this plus this. Similarly at the end of month 3 becomes this plus this, at the end of month 4 becomes this plus this, and so on and so forth till month 6, which was this plus this. So finally your balance at the end comes out to 52,16,299. In this case, the interest amount, the total interest amount comes up to 2,16,299. Wait, have you understood something that has happened here? Here, there was a case where you had to pay interest on interest. What is this interest on interest? That's nothing but compounding interest. So what happened? Let us understand. In the first month, 35,417 was the interest to be paid, which you did not pay. This got added at the end. And now what happened was this, that for the month 2, you are not required to pay on 50 lakhs. You are not required to pay 8.5% on 50 lakh, but you had to pay 8.5% of 50 lakh 35,417. Are you getting my point? You are paying interest on, in this case, you are paying interest on this above 35,417 also. So what is happening is that you have to pay a little bit more than you would have been required to pay had it been a simple interest. Okay, I'll quickly tell you how simple interest would have worked. We will talk about simple interest, but wait, let Mr. Gajendra Sharma come back to our video. Mr. Gajendra Sharma said that, he had filed that petition in the Supreme Court when he said that you have to waive off the interest on interest that you have charged us. Now, all of you understand what do I mean by interest on interest, right? And exactly the hearing for this in Supreme Court is now scheduled on 2nd of November. Okay, so we are releasing this video before the Supreme Court date. Wait, in the meantime, there is one more drama which happens. What has happened? Central government has filed an affidavit with Supreme Court stating that we are approving a scheme of grant of ex gratia. Oh my God, let's not go into the exact wordings what government has filed with the court, but it mainly says that we would want to give a cashback. What is a cashback? That cashback will be the difference between compound interest and simple interest. But then how will the simple interest work is what we are going to check out in the next part of the video. Right, now let's understand how this would have happened with simple interest case. Here you can see that the opening, we are taking the same figures, okay. Opening balance was 50 lakh rupees. Interest was same, 35,417, which was the same point here. Balance at the end, same, because what we did, principal plus interest, same balance at the end. What happens in month 2 is important. Now in month 2, this interest which is being charged is 35,417 against 35,668. Why this difference? Because here when we were calculating interest, this interest was on what? This was on original principal plus previous month's interest, which is nothing but compounding interest. But here if I am talking about this second case, here interest will be on the same initial amount, which is 50 lakh rupees. Okay, so that is a simple reason why here you can see that interest amount throughout the period of 6 months remains the same, whereas here interest amount varies. Now here you can see for 6 months compounded interest would have been 2,16,999, whereas with simple interest it would have been only 2,12,500. So if we take the difference between compound interest and simple interest, the difference comes out to 3,799, which ideally the borrower should get as a cashback. So those who are watching this video till here, good, because now you understand that whatever cashback point I was talking about, that was just for fun, guys. You're not going to get any money directly into your bank account, but what will happen is that whatever is your outstanding loan amount, this difference between compounded simple interest will get adjusted against your outstanding amount. Okay, for those who are the paid members of my YouTube channel, they also know that I have made a separate community tab post for them, which has a little bit more details as what I discussed in the video. So those who want to invest in knowledge, this is the link for you to enroll for the YouTube memberships. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Keep watching, keep sharing. Till then, Jai Hind and bye bye.